Assalamu alaikum, my dear friends and fellows. How are you? I welcome you on my training channel. My name is Abdul Khalik. Dear friends, the life we are living, it's not very simple, it's not very easy, but it can be made simple and it can be made easy as well. If at all we learn certain skills which are really important for our life, for the life of human being here on this planet, here in this world. Those skills are very basic of nature. These skills are very basic nature, and if at all we do learn those skills, polish those skills, we keep learning and keep polishing, keep advancing in those skills, I think that the life will become much better. The life will become much easier. And what are those skills? We have, after some sort of research, we have enlisted some six such skills, and these all six are really important. Each one of these is important. We need to do quite a lot of work. We need to learn a lot. We need to keep learning like we used to learn during we the time we were a student and we were studying in an educational institution. I think that now we cannot dedicate ourselves for the sake of learning. Neither we do have the facility of the educational institution, but at least there are certain places from where we can learn. We should learn, we should keep learning. What are those six skills? Let's go towards that and let's take all of those one by one. First of all, it is building physical fitness and strength. The first thing is our safety and our health. The first thing is the first most important thing for me, for you, for each one of us. That is our personal safety and our physical health. And physical health, obviously, and we need to become a healthy person. And we need to become a healthy person. We need to stay safe. So that is something which should be the skill number one which we need to learn, and we need to learn, we need to take care of it as much as it is possible. And now the second is mental toughness and resilience. Mental toughness and resilience, psychological health, that is something very basic of nature. As soon as we start talking about the mental strength, I think that we need to stay psychologically healthy. We need to stay psychologically healthy person, and it is this mental toughness, mental health, mental toughness and resilience. Mental health on the one hand, and then that the next step, we need to become a mentally strong person. We don't need to become a mentally weak person, for the reason that if at all the bodily strength is important, then the mental strength, it is not any way lesser important than the bodily strength. But and also it will not be an exaggeration at all if at all I say that the bodily strength is of no use if at all we are not mentally strong person. But at the same time, if at all we are mentally strong but physically weak, I think that is not good either. So we need to become mentally strong person. We need to pay attention to our psychological health. We need to stay positive enough. We need to stay practical enough, and that is needed for the sake of psychological health. We need to become mentally tough person, and we need to become a resilient person as well. We need to learn, we need to adopt and practice the resilience as well. And what is meant by the resilience here, it does mean that we might be facing the setbacks, we might be facing the failures in our life. So if at all there is any sort of failure or setback in my life, in your life, so we don't need to get collapsed at all. Rather, we need to keep standing, we need to keep working, we need to bounce back quickly, and our ability to bounce back quickly. That is something which is called the resilience. I think it is being resilient person. I think it is more important than anything else. Those people who do not strive and struggle to develop the resilience in themselves, I think they will not be able to stand for a longer period of time in such a if at all there is any sort of difficult position, and if at all any sort of failure or setback comes in their life, they will not be able to recover at all. It is our ability to recover. The sooner we recover, the better it would be. The more resilient we will be called, the more resilient we will become. So it is the mental toughness, and it is the resilience which is extremely important, and that is the quality number 2. The quality number 3 we need to develop in ourselves, that is the communication skill. Being good at communication, we need to develop the communication skill. These communication skills are very very important. We cannot afford to overlook. We cannot afford to not take care of it, because communication mean the something. If at all I want to say something in my mind, I need to convey it to you. Obviously everybody is doing that. Everybody is doing that, either by using their tongue. And even those people who are unable to speak, those who are the deaf and the dumb, they too are seen communicating with each other. But here, once we are talking about the communication skill, actually we need to be very good at it. On the one hand, whatever we want to communicate, whatever I want to say, it should be communicated in the same manner, with a lot of clarity, in it, without using extensive sort of talks and the language and the word. And I think that we need to we better we should learn this skill. And those people who are better able to communicate, those who are a very good communicator, they are seen usually faring easier here in this life. They are seen navigating this life in a far easy manner. So my dear friends and fellows, I think that we need to become a very good communicator. Communication skills matters a lot, and communication skills matters a lot really. Why to overlook it? Why to underestimate it? It is one of the most powerful weapons. It is one of the most powerful skills we the human being can learn. And now this was the third one, and the fourth one is social and relationship skills. Social and relationship skill. We need to build the relationship. We need to carry on the relationships, and we need to be good at it as well. We need to be good at the relationships. That is really really important. We need to build the relationship, and we need to build the interpersonal skill and the social skill. We the human being, we are the social animals. We cannot afford to ignore the importance of the social relationship, the social contact, the interpersonal relationships. And obviously it is the a very very important, the relationship skill, the social skill. Because everything else, almost everything else we are doing it with the human, and not with the rest of the creation, not with the inanimate objects are there. But as far out of the creations are concerned, out of all the creatures, we have to communicate and we have to build our relationship with the rest of the humans. We need to be good at it, and we need to go along. We need to live with the people. We need to go along with the people. We need to interact with the people. We need to have different type of matters with each other. So that is this skill is very very important. And this was the fourth skill, extremely important. The fifth extremely important skill is gaining financial literacy. Gaining financial literacy, very 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 important indeed. Because the finance is energy, because the finance is power. So I think that we should be very good at it. Financial literacy is very 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 important. Unless and until we are financially literate, what is going to happen, that we will not be able to handle the finance properly. And if at all we don't handle it properly, obviously we are going to lose it, and we are not going to develop it at all. And in that case, I think we will deprive ourselves from the one of the most important resources, from the most important, or one of the most important resources, that is called money. Money is something with which we can buy, with which we can buy many or most of the thing, overwhelming number of the things, not only the things, the items, the material objects, but the services as well. So money is extremely important. Never underestimate the importance of the money, and never underestimate the importance of the financial literacy. And now the sixth and the last is pursuing continuous learning and self improvement. It contains it does not contain only one thing, rather, there are plenty of things in it. Pursuing continuous learning and self improvement. I think that we need to continuously learn, we need to continuously improve ourselves, and I think we should never ever stop it. Once we are out of the educational institution, it must not be stopped at all, it must continue as long as we are alive. That's why Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that once he said that, seek knowledge from cradle to grave. Seek knowledge from cradle to grave. I think we need to keep learning, we need to keep improving. That is something very, very important indeed. Commit to lifelong learning. Commit to lifelong learning across diverse topics. Across diverse topics. Hone capabilities outside your comfort zone, and structure habits to continually upgrade one's mental, physical, and spiritual maturation. So, my dear friend, connect to lifelong learning across diverse topics, hone capabilities outside your comfort zone, and structure habits to continually upgrade one's mental, physical, and spiritual maturation. So, my dear friends and fellows, so these are the six very, very important skills each one of us need to learn, each one of us need to keep learning, excuse me.